Welcome to the piano studio of Lisa Bailey. We are continuing in Carol Matz's Favorite Solos, Book 2, with page 5, 6, and 7, The Bake Sale. Now remember, many of these pieces in this book have words to them, and the words tell a story. So I highly recommend that you read through the words so that you can see what the story is about this particular song. So this one is all about a bake sale, and she's all excited about baking things, and her friends love it when she bakes, and everyone wants to buy her brownies and will want her recipe, and she's just very excited. And then at the end, our bake sale was a huge success and my kitchen's still a mess. I'd give you some treats, no doubt, but sadly we're sold out. So apparently her treats were so good that everyone bought them. So I'm going to demonstrate this piece for you, and then we will talk about a few things to look at while you practice, or some things to point out to your student if you are a teacher. What a fun piece to play and to listen to. So let's talk about a few things. First of all, if you noticed where your hands go in this one, your thumbs are neighbors. So left hand is going to have your thumb on middle C. Right hand thumb is going to be on D for this. Okay, so your hands pretty much stay here throughout until you get to the very ending with this bass C at the very ending. That's the only place that they change out of position. Many of these pieces in this book have legato markings, these slurs, so you want to keep things nice and smooth wherever you see those slurs. The only staccatos in this piece are at the ending. So you want to make sure that those last two notes are short and crisp. There are some sharps to notice throughout this piece, the first one being here in measure 7, and then there's a few more, let's see, oh, nope, one more over here in measure 23. There's one here. Also, since we're at measure 23, I want to point out something else. RIT period. Do you remember what that means? I've talked about it in some of my past videos. So RIT period is short for ritardando, which means gradually slowing down. So right here, you're going to gradually slow this section down, and you probably heard me do that as I played. And then there's a fermata here. Remember, a fermata means to hold it longer than the note value that's written. So this is a dotted half note, which is 3 counts, but you want to hold it longer than 3 counts. So you could hold it for 4 counts. You could hold it for 12 counts. There's no set rule as to how long you hold it, just as long as it's longer than the note value that's written. And then a tempo. Once we get to the end of our fermata and are done holding those notes, we go back to our regular tempo. That's what a tempo means. Return to your regular tempo. Let's look at our dynamics. There are some dynamic markings in here, many more than the previous song. So we start off mezzo forte, and that stays that way until you get to measure 11. Look at this. All of a sudden, we are piano right here. So we want to bring this right down. And this also is a section where we have whole notes in the left hand while the right hand plays notes. So we want to keep that nice and quiet. Then we're back to mezzo forte here. Piano again in a similar section as up here. Mezzo forte again with our ritardando over here. Fermata, tempo, And then we play mezzo forte until we get to the ending, and we want to finish strong with a forte, ending on our staccato notes. And this one is a staccato with an accent, so make sure to stress that accent. All right, you may have noticed over here in measure 9 where the hands together section starts. We have a little bit of hands together here on the first page, but the main section of hands together starts here in measure 9. But look at this, we have a rest in the left hand. So we go left hand and right hand together, rest in the left hand, both hands, rest in the left hand, both hands, rest in the left hand, and then hands together. And then we have these long notes in the left hand. So you probably heard while I was playing. I'm going to demonstrate it again, but we want to make sure that there is a beat of silence here for the left hand. So let me start at measure 9. Continues on with this section again. So you heard the, so it's not a staccato. You still want to make sure that that left hand has its full count, full beat, but you want to have the full beat of silence too in the left hand there. Good. Well, I hope you enjoy working on this piece as much as I have enjoyed making a tutorial about it. It's such a fun piece, and there's lots of things to notice in it. Think of it like a story as you play it, and put some expression in that you think would be appropriate for the words that are happening in the song. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe to my channel. I'm always putting out new videos and enjoy hearing from my audience. So if you would leave a comment below, I would appreciate it. If you have any questions or just want to say hi. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.